Hello students, for this chapter 4, we will look into the concept of insurance. So previously in chapter 1 until chapter 3 was all about explaining what risks, what is the definition of risk, what is risk management, and we learned that one of the risk management method is through risk transfer. So risk transfer, we have learned that one of the method is through insurance. So today this is what we're going to learn, which is the concept of insurance. Okay, there are 3 learning outcomes for this chapter. The first one is to explain the fundamentals of insurance. The second one is to identify the attributes of insurable risk. Okay, so here we will learn that what are the types of risks that are insurable. The third one is to explain the legal concepts in insurance. Okay, what is the definition of insurance? Yeah. So the definition of insurance is the undertaking of risk by an insurance company who agree to indemnify the insured or the risk transferor for specified losses upon their occurrence, subject to the payment of insurance premiums by the insured. So insurance is actually an undertaking, okay, or an agreement between two parties, which is the insurance company, which we will call the insurer, and the insured, okay, the risk transferor. So it's insurer, which is insurance company, and the insured, okay, or the individual. So it is an agreement whereby the insured will pay a certain amount of premiums to the insurance company. Yeah, will pay those premiums continuously, and the insurer or the insurance company will undertake to indemnify the insured, okay, or to pay back the insured in case of any claims, and in the event that those risks are covered under the insurance policy. So I would like to highlight here that the owner of an insurance policy is called the policyholder, and the subject matter or the person that is to be protected under the insurance is called the insured. So it is not necessarily that the policyholder is the same person as the insured. In some cases, okay, say for example, husband and wife. So sometimes, say if the wife is not working, so the husband has a responsibility to provide for her, and just say for example the husband would like to take up a health insurance policy for the wife. So in this case, the husband could be the policy holder, since he is the one paying the premiums, and the person who is insured is the wife. So this is also possible, yeah, where the policy holder is not the same as the insured. Okay, there are 4 basic features of insurance, which we will look at in a bit. So the 4 basic features is pooling losses, the transfer of risks, the payment of fortuitous losses, and indemnification of losses. So these are the features of insurance. Okay, so the first one is pooling risk. We have learned about this concept in chapter 3, the previous chapter, whereby we have learned that pooling risk is a method in which insurance companies can combine the expected losses of a group of people so that the risk is spread out and the average losses will be close to the actual loss. So by pooling risk, the insurance company is able to predict the risk more with more accuracy, yeah, because we've learned last week, yeah, in the previous chapter, that the standard deviation for expected loss will become smaller when there are many more people pooled, yeah, pooled when we pool their risk. Okay, so pooling risk is the concept of insurance. The insurance will pool risk from many people, yeah, as the policy holders or the insured, yeah, so that the risk is more spread out and more predictable, right? So by pooling losses, we have also learned in the previous chapter that insurers reduce the probability of an occurrence of a large loss. So even though we pool the losses and there is a probability that maybe many people at once, yeah, many people in the group may have a loss at the same time, but the probability of that happening is very small. Yeah, the probability of a large loss becomes very small when there are more people added into the pool. Okay, the next basic feature of insurance is the transfer of risk. Okay, so sorry, there is a typo error here. The transfer of risk. Yeah, so under risk transfer, the risk is transferred. Yeah, the insurable risk. So this is an important thing. The risk must be an insurable risk. Yeah, it's transferred from the insured to the insurer via an insurance policy contract. Yeah, so that is another main basic feature of insurance. Okay, the third basic feature of insurance is the payment of fortuitous losses. Okay, so this fortuitous loss is maybe a new terminology for you. It seems very difficult to pronounce. So just as you would pronounce fortune, right? You don't say fortune. So it's fortuitous loss. So it is a loss that occurs by accident or by chance only. Okay, so it is a loss that occurs unintentionally and unexpectedly. So this means that intentional losses are not covered under insurance policies. Okay, so if you intentionally drive your car, you ram it, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're so mad at something and you purposely drive and ram into another car, so those are intentional type of loss, which is not a fortuitous loss. It doesn't happen by chance. That one was done purposefully. So this intentional loss is not covered by insurance. So here an example is that fire that is caused by a leakage in a gas pipe would result in fortuitous loss. Okay, sorry, another typo error there. Okay, then the next one is indemnification of losses. So in insurance, the insured is compensated by the insurer by an amount that reinstate his or her position to the original situation prior to the incidence of loss. Okay, so we will look into this matter, into this provision in the later slides. So, but what we can gather from this statement is that the insured cannot claim more than the value prior to the incidence of loss. Okay, so I will explain that a bit more later. Okay, in regards to the type of insurance, generally there are two broad types or classifications of insurance. The first one is a life insurance, whereby it is a type of insurance that pays out a certain amount of compensation to the beneficiaries in the occurrence of death of the insured. So this life insurance is about the occurrence of death, and the amount will be paid out to the beneficiaries. Okay, so I'd like to highlight that word, yeah, beneficiaries. Okay, it's compensation to the beneficiaries. And the main objective of life insurance is to create a fund that would be available to the next of kin, yeah, or the beneficiary in the event the insured passes away. Okay, right. So next is the second type of insurance, which we call general insurance. So it is all other insurance that do not fall under the category of life insurance, and there are many types of general insurance, covering motor insurance, fire insurance, house owners as well as householders insurance, yeah, medical and health insurance. So this is also not covered under life insurance, yeah. So personal accident insurance, travel insurance. So everything else apart from life insurance will be classified under general insurance. Okay, because here, yeah, it is apart from death. Okay, but I will later explain that maybe under personal accident insurance, there could be element of death, yeah, but death due to an accident only, whereas a life insurance that from the previous slide was it can be death caused by any factor, so not only accident but illness, yeah, or sudden death. Okay, so these are the various types of life insurance as well as general insurance. So at this juncture, I don't think I will explain much on this, because this will be covered in future chapters. Okay, so today most of the things I would like to highlight on the concept of insurance and the legal principles of insurance. So I'll skip this one for the moment.